Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's take a walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Clown Shoes. Clown Shoes, guys. Uh, One of my favorite breweries. These guys do some awesome stuff, and the stuff they do distributed to Virginia and up in Massachusetts where they're from, and then they do some Texas beers only that they send to Texas. I don't know what's up with that, but they do. And this was sent to me by Rico, so this is not one of those, I don't think. So Rico, thanks again, my brother, for sending me this one. I have not seen this. He gets his hands on so many awesome beers. And he's up in Pennsylvania, but he has access. I don't know if he goes to New York or New Jersey, or, I mean, he's in that area up there where he can go within a couple hours drive and go to different states and pick up a bunch of different stuff that doesn't come to Virginia. And he trades a lot too. From all the notes he sent me, I traded for this, I traded for that, and I don't do those anymore. I used to do trades many years ago, but I don't do it anymore because the shipping usually negates that. Especially if you're only shipping one or two beers, the shipping costs more than the freaking beers do. So we know who's getting rich: UPS, FedEx, and the Postal Service. Even though the Postal Service is so poorly run that they're going broke, even though they're charging enormous, outrageous prices, and they have a bunch of damn crack-smoking monkeys chucking the packages around and breaking a bunch of shit. So I can see why they're going under. I really can. They're a very poor shipper. I don't mind shipping bottle openers and T-shirts through them because they don't break. But if I'm shipping beer, probably wouldn't want to use United States Postal Service. Of course, you can't tell these guys unless you're have a beer store and you're putting the alcohol stickers on there and they know what you're shipping and you pay a premium price for that. You don't want to tell the shipper what's in the box if you're shipping beers. That's just the way it is. So just don't tell them what's in the box. If they ask you, tell them it's snow globes or something glass or something like that. Because if you tell them it's beer in there, they're not going to ship it. They're not. So we got to play their little silly ass game, and we know how to play it. Screw them some bitches. That's the way I feel. All right, let's get on with this one. Yeah, Rico sent me this, like I said, guys, and he sent me a note here saying, Crasher in the Rye Imperial Oatmeal Stout, 100% aged in rye and bourbon barrels, 11.5% ABV. He said he picked this up last year. This beer is retired, so more than likely it's a brewed once beer. Hands down, my favorite Clown Shoes beer to date. It's his favorite, so I'm really anxious to try this to see if it is my favorite. Rico has excellent taste in beer. Trust me, guys. Y'all have seen the beer mail packages this man has sent me. He knows his shit, no doubt. And he tells me that it was bottled on 3/17 of 2015, and we're here at 9/25/16. So it is a year and a half in the bottle. And plus it was barrel aged on top of that. So this beer was probably brewed in 2014. So it should be very tasty. Hopefully it is cellared very well. So I'm anxious to get my hands and my lips and my tongue on this. So let's get on with it. I don't want this to be a 30-minute video. Commercial description says Imperial Oatmeal Milk Stout, aged in rye and bourbon barrels. I don't have the IBUs listed here on Rate Beer or Beer Advocate, so we'll step over to Untapped, and I have no IBUs listed here either. And they don't put it on the labels. I wish they did. It's got the 11.5% alcohol by volume on it, but it doesn't tell us what the IBUs are. So I wouldn't think it is too massive for an Imperial milk stout, but sometimes they have to throw a lot of bittering hops in there, especially on something that's 11.5% or bigger, to balance that out. You wouldn't want it to be too sweet like a barley wine. So they have to balance that out. So I'm sure they do test batches to figure out what they need to do before they actually brew a big monster batch of this stuff. So would like to be in a fly on the wall, or to be in that tight-knit circle that gets to try some of these test batches before they brew the big monster batch. So alright guys, that's all we need to talk about. So while I pop the cap on this, we'll go over and the food prank for this is cheeses, buttery brie, Gouda, Havarti, Swiss. Goes well with your chocolate dishes, of course. And the meat is beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. Let's go down the center on this one. Glass for the pint Beckernonic tumbler snifter, oversized wine glass. I got my favorite snifter today, and this is straight down the center. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is beautiful, beautiful. And it says here can be sold for a long period of time. I don't see why you couldn't. 11.5% Imperial Stout, bourbon barrel on top of that, or whiskey, or both. About a finger and a half of head. That is, if somebody would take a picture of that, that is what a barrel-aged Imperial Stout should look like in the glass. That is perfect. That is freaking perfect. Not too much head. Perfect. Over to the light. None. Pitch black, guys. Absolutely no light. Rico, thanks again, my brother. Let's get a nose on it. Ooh. Did I say ooey? Ooey. Very nice. Definitely getting the bourbon whiskey notes on there. Bittersweet chocolate, hints of caramel toffee. Maybe some licorice and some tobacco and dark fruits in there. Awesome. Oh, that is awesome smelling. And look, and the head is sticking around too for 11.5%. That head's not gone anywhere. Nowhere. There's still a finger and a half of head there. Awesome. Did I say awesome? It's awesome. It's time. Final beer of the evening for me. We'll have some dinner after this, so these barrel-aged beers blow my hair back a lot of times. And my socks off. I'm getting some stronger caramel notes now, and a lot of that's going to come out. This is right out of the fridge, 40 degrees. As I go out on the deck, or however, as winter time's coming on, I won't be going out on the deck. I'll be sitting on it in here in the computer room. As it warms up the room temperature, a lot of those notes, the caramel and the toffee and the dark fruit and stuff, come out. They're sometimes a little subdued when it's right out of the fridge at 40 degrees. And I do this, and a lot of the beer reviewers don't do that. They'll either keep it in the closet and they'll might throw it in the fridge for 30 minutes or an hour before they review it. Because these beers are best judged and I don't like to have them straight hot out of, take it out of the closet and pour it in a glass and drink it straight like that. The bourbon notes and stuff sometimes are a little heavy when you do that. So I like to chill it and then sip it and then let it warm up to room temperature and come back and do the final chug. That's just me. That's just how I do it, guys. And notice the difference and it changes as it comes up to room temperature. So enough yakking. Time to drink. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Wow. Wow. Everything is blended so well in this beer. I can see why Rico's saying this is his favorite beer. The bourbon is not overpowering. A lot of times these barrel-aged beers, the bourbon is just off the chain, guys. And they've, what I'm reading here, they've aged us in whiskey and bourbon barrels, and maybe did a blend before it's finally bottled. Very well balanced beer. But like I said, the bourbon or the whiskey notes are not overpowering everything else. I'm still getting the roasted malt and bittersweet chocolate and hints of dark fruit and caramel and toffee. And some licorice in there, maybe some hints of tobacco. Very, very well done. Very, very well done. I see why Rico thinks this is probably one of the best beers from them. Very well balanced. Wow. So smooth for an 11.5%. Wow. I've had 8%ers that are way more boozier than this, guys. And not even bourbon barrel aged or barrel aged beers that are more boozy than this. Very well done. These guys at Clown Shoes have really stepped up their game in the last couple of years and doing some really tasty stuff. So, you guys at Clown Shoes, y'all sent me some beers one time. Give me a holler. I wanna try some of these and not have to have my subscribers pay for them. Y'all got deep pockets. Y'all producing some excellent beers. Send me an email. Y'all need to send me a couple other things that maybe something that's not released in Texas or something. I'm a big fan of you guys' beers. So Clown Shoes has got it going on, guys. And they used to be like Mercury Brewing, but now they're going by Clown Shoes. So very tasty beers. If you can get their beers in your area, you ought to try them, especially if you're into these big beers like this. And their barley wines and Imperials. They're doing a lot of really tasty, heavy beers. Very well done, guys. I don't know who the head brewer is, but he's got his hat screwed on right. All right, guys. Enough yakking. Let me sip on this and pour her a glass. This is a 22-ounce bomber, enough for her to have one. And sip on this and maybe step out on the deck while she's working on dinner and finish that Obsidian Maduro wrapped cigar that I was smoking on. It'll go really well with this. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I was sipping on about 30 minutes or so and smoking a nice Obsidian Maduro wrapped cigar to go with this one very well with this rich bourbon barrel, whiskey barrel aged beer. I looked at the bottle when I got back, and they usually date their stuff, but I don't see anything on this particular bottle. And Rico tells me that it was bottled on 3/17/15, but I cannot find that on this bottle. I don't know where he's seen it. I mean, you shouldn't have to jump through hoops to find that dating on here. So I don't know where he got that dating from. I do not see it on this bottle. Oh well, I mean, this particular style of beer, being an Imperial Stout, it's not that critical. I like to see the vintage, and the month would help. So whether done in January or December of that year. But it is a retired beer. They only brewed it once, according to what I'm seeing here. But I don't know where he got the 3/17/15 on this, because I do not see it on this beer. So I'm not sure, Rico. You might want to post in the comments where you seen that, because I've looked on this bottle pretty heavily several different times, and I do not see any kind of dating on here. So I don't know where he's getting that information, because I'm not getting it on the bottle. And it needs to be on the bottle somewhere. At least the vintage, if not the month and the vintage, so we know if it's January or December of that year. In my opinion, just my opinion now, guys. But I do think this is a very well done beer, a very balanced beer. And that's why I think Rico had said this is his favorite beer, because it is so balanced. For 11.5%, the barrel aging, whether it's whiskey or bourbon or blended, comes together very nicely with the rich roasted malt, almost to the burnt characteristics, and the dark fruit and the caramel and toffee and everything that's going on with this beer. Very, very tasty. Very easy drinking for 11.5%. Very nice. Very well done. So you guys up at Clown Shoes, you do some pretty tasty beers. The dating should be more obvious than what it is, because I cannot see it on this bottle. And the bottle is empty. So I don't know where Rico got this at. It was done in March, I think he said. 3/17, yep, 3/17/15. I do not see that. I have no evidence of that anywhere on the bottle. So I don't know where he's got this from, because I cannot find it. I cannot find that anywhere on the bottle. And you should be able to see that very visibly. So a little dismayed by that, even though he's telling me that, but there's no evidence of that that I can see. So let's do the final chug on this one. Like I said, final beer of the evening for me. Very well done beer. Excellent beer. I would buy this beer if I could see the vintage on it somewhere, if it was available here. Even though it's only done once. I brewed once beer. Another reason to have it on the label instead of on the bottle somewhere. They're only going to use that label one time. So put it on the label. You're not going to reuse that label. Just me now. Just me. Final chug. Wow. Super well done beer. They need to redo this one. They really do. They shouldn't retire this beer. This is a great beer. Wow. Very delicious. And I'm getting some hints of some grapes in there now that it's come up to room temperature. Wow. A lot of stuff going on. Very complex beer. And it's selling very well. It was done in 2015 in March. So I cannot find no evidence of that. It kind of chaps my ass just a little bit. In my opinion, guys, and I'm going to tell you this straight up, I'm honest. I try to be as honest as I can with you guys. This is a 10 beer in a 9 bottle because I can't find any evidence of that dating on the bottle anywhere. So I don't know what else to say. If it had the date on the bottle somewhere or on the label somewhere, I would give it to 10. So, and I cannot find that on this beer. No vintage whatsoever, even though if you go to the website, they'll probably tell you, we brewed this beer here, but you should have that on the label or on the bottle. And the way I look at it, if you're only brewing it once, why not on the label? It needs to be on the label somewhere, guys. Or something written in yellow, blue, or white ink on the bottle. And I can't find it. So 10 beer in a 9 bottle, and I'm going to give it that grade because I can't find that dating that Rico said that it was on the bottle anywhere. I can't find it. So, awesome beer. I would buy this beer if I could see a dating or vintage somewhere on it. And if it's a brewed once beer and it was done in March of 2015, more than likely it's not going to be on the shelf somewhere. My fingers hurt. Thanks, Rico. I do appreciate it, my brother, for spending your hard-earned money on it, whether you traded for it or bought it straight out. It is a very delicious beer, and I understand why this is your favorite beer from them. Very balanced, very well done. Numeric rating for me, guys, since I can't find any kind of vintage on the bottle or the label, would probably be, I'm going to say, it's so close to a 10 to me, guys. I'm right on the fence because it's such a great beer, and I can't find any dating on it. I'm going to give it 9 out of 10, like I said. Numeric rating on this would be a 99. Because I want to give this a 10 beer, but I want to see that vintage written somewhere, either on the bottle or on the label. And it doesn't have it. I can't find it. So 99 for me, right, kicking the door down on the 10. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 92, outstanding, another A grade from those guys. I think it's a little better than a 92 though. And over to Rye BBA shows overall 99 and 89 in the style. So we got a 92, a 99, and a 99 for me. All A numbers. And for our final check-in, we'll go over to Untapped, and Untapped has it at 4.15, which is their A minus. So all A numbers across the board, guys. Very well done beer from these guys. I'm a big fan of Clown Shoes beers. I think I told you that. Just want to see them put some kind of vintage or dating on the bottle or the label. On the label would be even better for a brewed once beer. So, if you've had this one from Clown Shoes or Crasher in the Rye, let me know what you think, guys. Very tasty beer. I would buy it if we could see a date. Alright, let me know if you've had it, guys. Come on back tomorrow. Let's take something tasty out of the fridge. It's time for dinner. Alright, guys. Let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you then.